We're live now on the Twitch. Hello, Twitch. How are you doing, Twitch? It's a Friday, and we are playing ourselves some Olivon Chronicles. And so we have, actually now, as of this second, we have our entire party here with us today, which is exciting, even though some of their characters aren't currently having their hearts beat. So the it's so we're gonna give a shout out to all these people behind down there. Yeah, there. Oh, that way. That where you go. There we go. So this is the Olivon Chronicles, where we last left off. We found ourselves in a town called Hillholm, and the reason our party is here in Hillholm was originally to make to try to make amends on an unfortunate circumstance that happened with a character named Artie in Claymouth, who unfortunately, at the hands of one of our players, who shall remain nameless. Oh, never mind. They're gonna remain named. Accidentally killed them. In what was supposed to be just a nice little simple downtime activity. Yeah, that didn't happen. So on they went from Claymouth to try to. First of all, they had to escape the Azure Shield, the law, as it were. They ended up visiting Bob's family in the Glazerblad Forest, and found that Bob's got a really nice family who doesn't want him around anymore. Then carried on towards Hillholm to actually properly deal with it. Oh gosh, Dak in the chat. Hey Dak. Dak in the chat is suggesting that we should have a name change to Frar the Dead as opposed to Frar the Red.
Oh man,
That's
not
solid.
too soon, but
Yo, I'm actually gonna change it to that when if we get back to live. I'm gonna change it to that. You
There
know
you
what?
go,
Shout out
Dak.
to you, Dak.
Inspiring the game. Inspiring the
Shout out
game.
to
For the previously dead.
What do you? How do you?
I have seen that.
Bob Moss is already like Moss is usually referred to that anyway, but whatever.
Bob lost.
Bob
Darth
lost.
Bob the loss.
Oh my goodness. In any case, so
Oh my
how they
God.
got to that point, just because, we got to do the things. They get to Hillholm. They meet the owners of the local tavern who apparently knew Artie that they killed in Claymouth. Also, are kind of custodians, unofficial custodians of Bastion and Ara, who are Artie's little brother and little sister. They are orphaned. So it's the tavern keeps that seem to be taking care of them. While there, you also met an individual named Adrix. Adrix was the way that you guys got interacted with Adrix is you decided that you needed to make amends and therefore find some funds to help, raise Bastion and Ara. But no money because you guys just escaped the loss. So thankfully, Adrix happened to be there, basically renting the entire second floor of the tavern. This wealthy elf who is trying to do some sort of research out in the mountains out here in the Great West Peaks, finds you guys and hires you with the intention potentially of your money going to Jessup and Elsa of the tavern. You guys go out to check out on a camp that he had sent some of the townspeople out to set up, paying them quite well, or so you thought. When you got to that camp, and the reason why you went there is because he hadn't heard back from them, wanted to hear back from them. You found out the reason that he hadn't heard back is because they were basically just trying to stay alive after being pummeled by Grung. So you decided to deal with the Grung threat. Go to the Grung cave. And likewise got pummeled by Grung. And Frar and Bob both fell. So, in a very quick hurry, Jetta, completely out of spell slots, made every effort she possibly could to connect with the traveler, her patron, her deity, and hope that something could happen. Thankfully, through a little bit of work on everybody's end, really, even the souls of Bob and Frar, you guys managed to at least stave off decomposition, but still haven't revived them yet. So you come back to the town with Bob, a tree ant that Bob had actually awakened, an awakened tree that Bob had awakened prior to death, basically carrying the group back home. Arriving at the tavern, you made arrangements with Adrix to get with the Elsa to get rooms and place for your dead to stay until you could potentially revive them. Learned that Adrix was in his wealth, um, used to be in possession at the very least of potentially some scrolls that could help, and some maps that he was actually particularly interested in. As it turned out, those things had actually been stolen just prior to your return to the tavern. So, Adrix tasked you, obviously, with trying to figure out where these things went, and he's off doing some of his own reading to try to figure out what's going on and why there's so much interest and so much challenge kicking around here. So, you guys start doing a little bit of interrogations, trying to barricade people from leaving taverns, but not quite convincing the tavern keeps to do so. Nonetheless, finding some information from some of the regulars that stay here at the tavern that perhaps Ara, the child, happens to know a little bit more about this missing scroll case of stuff. And that is largely where we picked up. You guys were about to head off to long rest. Is there anything I'm going to go for? This is mostly just Jeddah and Rook at this point in time, because currently Bob and Frar are at least not decomposing.
My name is even red in Twitch.
I know. I
my
put you
God.
in Twitch, red in Twitch. There you go. You should see it when your stat blocks come up. You're going to notice they're all red too.
This is serious.
Yeah. So, did you get so Jed and Rook? You guys had kind of gotten to the point where you were going to go and find Ara with Elsa's help. Elsa said that she would help, basically be the guardian and overseer of any conversations with Ara. Is there anything you guys wanted to do before you went to bed then?
I see a cute kitty, so I'm distracted.
Rook,
Whipping with the tail back. Dish.
It's his house.
Oh my
I just
goodness.
live here.
Okay. Rook
You're the
would
pet.
like to sneak out for the night.
Where would Rook like to sneak out?
I would like to head to Ara and Bastion's house.
Oh, you're gonna go straight there right now. All right.
Guys,
That's
I just came home from work before this session, so since I'm dead anyway, I need some stuff to do. I will be listening along, but
That
so if
sounds-
you call me, I will be
Alright.
here within 30
That
minutes. 30
sounds
seconds.
good.
Yeah.
I will definitely do so, and it makes sense. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Before I go there, I would like to disguise myself.
All right. And what are you gonna disguise yourself to look like?
I will disguise myself to look like Elsa.
Okay. Interesting. Ooh. Okay.
Are you trying to avoid Jeddah?
Yeah, I would have snuck out without you.
Let me
Okay.
see what my passive is.
I would
Alright,
like
sure,
to. I would like to
fine.
have all you. I'd like to have Jeddah, Rook, and Reese all roll for me a perception check, please.
Yes.
Rolling.
And I popped my sheet out. Where the hell did it go?
I have also got to get the roller up here on the stream. I realize that the roller is not showing on the stream, and I must solve this
Yeah.
issue. All right.
I don't see anything.
Did it go? Oh my god.
Okay.
Why am I
Oh,
all
wow.
Oh,
Please do not
first
First
roll.
nat 20.
There's a nat 20 right off the top. Love it,
Yeah,
love it, love it.
You know,
First roll for the game. Gotta love
What'd
it.
I
So we
do?
got a perception check from Jeddah. You see. Actually, I should have had. I should also have Rook do for me a stealth check.
All right, sure. Let's go stealth.
Let's go stealth.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
jeez.
Oh no.
are you at disadvantage?
All right. So then, playing this through, Jeddah. It's very difficult to warrant getting extra rooms, and so there is your one room that you guys have purchased for the evening, and Bob's on one bed and Frar's on the other. So you guys kind of roll out your bedrolls from your kit on the floor. And about an hour into a somewhat restless sleep as it is anyway, sleeping beside two corpses, um, you notice Rook just kind of unroll her pack and just as quietly as she can, um, try to step up and get out.
Where are you going?
Shh. Keep it down. I'm going to check out something at the kid's house.
Hey, I have spells to make us sneakier, right? You could have just asked. I would have gone with you.
You would have done that?
Yeah, of course.
That would be
I'm
great.
always in for espionage.
All right, that sounds good. Come along with me. We'll have to sneak out the window because I think they'll notice downstairs if I'm dressed up like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
I'm going to get you guys to re-roll then.
All right.
And
Let's go
I will
for it.
give Rook the Blessing of the Trickster, which will give you advantage as well.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So that's a 30, pardon me, a 30 now on the stealth check. And a 33.
And a 33.
So unfortunately, that does negate Reese's really awesome nat 20 that is only a 23. However, it does not negate Jetta's 24. So, Jetta and Rook, as you guys look out the first of all, you look out the window and you realize you're on the third floor.
Do we have rope, Jetta?
I think so.
Let's check our backpacks. Do I have rope?
If you have rope,
Yes, I
I'm just going
do.
to say you guys can make your way down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
especially
do.
Brooke, you have definitely snuck out of your parents' house at least 16 times. So you know how to do this. So you guys easily make your way out. As you kind of step down quietly in the dark of night, you do clock because your room's window is actually on the side, not on the back of the building. It's kind of on the side of the building. You do clock that there is this character, this person walking up. Jetta, you notice this. Rook, you can't see anything. But Jetta, you notice this one character walking up the road, silhouetted largely because it's dark out. You got dark vision, so you can still kind of see a human-ish person. Actually, Reese, why don't you describe what Jetta would see?
Well, with the dark vision, everything is going to be in black and white largely. But you're looking at a human in what appears to be kind of finery, sort of nicer clothing, well-made leather boots, silk blouse under like a nice tunic with gold buttons, and then short hair, kind of pushed back. Piercings all over his earrings and eyebrows, and made up face. Lots of glam going on with this one.
All right.
Yeah.
And walking up this path, it is kind of late, but they do give you the sense of being somebody who's been on the road for a while, even with the glam. There's still some the dust of travel along their trousers or around their legs, and maybe a little bit of weariness in their shoulders as they've probably been on their feet for a lot longer than they meant to be today, making their way towards the front of the tavern.
Seeing the tiredness, I don't think Jetta would be super freaked out, if that makes sense. So I would just say to Rook, hey, I think there's someone walking up. I don't think they've noticed us, but just keep it in mind.
All right, sure. Let's just wait until they pass by and let's go ahead.
Yeah.
And for Reese, for your part, you can immediately sense a slight amount of discomfort walking into this community, because the community, first of all, when you first noticed it, was just barely a glow over a hillside that you saw as you're walking along this side of the Great West Peaks. The the buildings are all short. They're all residential, largely single level buildings, except for this tall one. This is what drew you here. You could see the only tall building, and it was probably the place where you could get some sleep and rest. The other feeling that you have here, being as glammed up as you currently are, is as if you are the artist formerly known as Prince walking into some podunk hillbilly town
Yeah.
in North Carolina. So it is
Yeah.
very out of place.
Yeah, definitely keeping a closer eye on the valuables than maybe he normally would.
There you go. And so with that, we're going to carry on with Jetta and Rook for a little bit as you wait for Reese to pass by. Reese will come back to yours in a second as you enter the tavern. Jetta and Rook, you wait for them to pass by. Allow them to get to the front of the tavern. Use the door as a way of helping cover your exit stage left. So, you guys carry on down the path. Where are you going?
Cheddar, do you know where the kids live?
That's a good question. I didn't think about that.
Huh.
We could probably figure it out, though. I mean, there's like, what, 4 buildings in this town?
Possibly, yeah. Let's check out the houses one by one, I guess.
Yeah, process of elimination.
Yeah.
Oh, and they did say they were having trouble taking care of it. So,
A messy house, then.
yes.
All right, let's go.
Okay, roll for me a perception check.
I love our logic here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, each of you with a
nice.
perception, 17. So, walking around this community in the dark of night, notice that there's no activity outside. It is quiet. You can hear the occasional screech owl kind of flying over your head. Those are not quiet. They are covering your footsteps very nicely. If Checkers happens to be with you, maybe a little bit nervous around screech owls because they're just so vicious sounding. But the rest of there's still other aspects like the crickets that chirp in the night. You do hear, and actually what you smell is the complete freshness. There's no soot. It's just all very much oxygenated forest and cold-ish mountain air kind of coming down from the top of the mountain peaks beside you. And you walk around the town, and you find a house. First house, kind of looking at it, doesn't seem to be poorly kept, just quiet. The second house that you approach, this one actually has a light on still, so you kind of keep yourself a little bit of space from it. But with that light, you kind of sit and listen around at it, and you get the sense this might actually be one of the workers that you found at the camp in their home, and it's obvious they're still trying to get themselves settled from having been saved by you guys. Maybe this is one of the younger ones. Carry around, have to kind of go up a little bit of a hill and around a corner, what feels like kind of around a corner from this other house. You see Putter sitting on the front step of this house. So you immediately clock that there is 2 people sitting on kind of chairs out front, enjoying what seems to be some sort of a beverage, but chatting, and comfortably so. And you realize that it's actually Putter with the lady that he was perhaps flirting with while at the camp, just enjoying an evening together.
Haha, we caught him.
What are you saying? Can we try to eavesdrop a bit on what they're saying?
Do either of you have the observant feat?
No.
Then unfortunately not.
I'm gonna
Oh,
take it at level 8, but not yet.
In any case, you realize, and this is the only house down this road. But these houses, they're not super well kept, but they're certainly cared for. And you carry on and you find a couple more buildings like this until you come across two buildings kind of across a path from each other that are definitely much less cared for. Um, One of them has a couple of benches on their front porch where it's dishes that are just kind of strewn out about as if they just ate. Whoever lives here just ate, put it down, and then went back inside. Didn't care to clean any of that stuff up. The other house across the way, it looks much more sorry, it looks disheveled as well. Not so much the idea of things not being picked up around the front porch, but rather vines overgrowing in certain locations and windows being left open and such. Just somebody does live there, just doesn't live there for with the care of the building itself. So two different buildings.
okay. Hmm.
And indeed, if you if you
Fine
can
too.
put the stream in the background, please do. It does help quite a bit. So
All right.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I would like to check inside the second house, like peek into the windows and see if there are any kids' drawings, like crayons or something like that.
sure. Okay,
How
roll
dark
for
is it?
me. It's pretty dark. There's no candlelight or anything. It is very definitely dark. Um, Go ahead and try to roll for me a. Well, you got passed without a trace on, so we'll leave that alone. Just give me a perception check as you're looking inside this house.
All right, sure. Come on. 16?
Okay, so going up to the windows of this house, there's not much of an obstructed view in this building. The building has definitely evidence of people eating around a kitchen table. There is a collection of dishes beside a wash basin. It looks, and in terms of childlike things, you don't see a lot in here until you kind of get to one of the back rooms where you see not so much drawings. What you see are um, there's some books, but they're obviously not like technical illustrations or anything. They're very much children's books that you do see on a couch in one of the back rooms.
Hmm.
And like I said, it's not obstructed. They haven't closed the windows. But it hasn't, it's not completely disheveled on the inside. It's just, if you can imagine somebody, and actually, unfortunately, I have an all too familiar feeling with this, somebody who has never been taught by their parents how to clean their house. Doesn't really matter how old they are, they still leave the house in a similar state. Yeah, it could be 13, they could be 433. It doesn't matter if they've never been taught how to clean a house. It looks a certain way. And that's kind of the feeling you get from it.
Hey, Jetta, do you think that this is the house, or should we check the other one?
I kind of have a feeling that maybe this is it.
Judging by the kids' drawings, yeah, could be.
So what's the game plan? Do we want to silently break in, grab the scrolls, leave them alone? Or do we want to do talking first?
Oh no, no talking this time. Let's just sneak in, check out the house. If the scrolls are there, then all's well and good, and we can head back.
Okay, I agree.
Right.
I think talking will just waste more time.
And it will blow our cover, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. Here goes nothing. I'll use Mage Hand to lift the window up silently as I can.
Okay. Then, as you sneak into this building, and it is not hard with your pass without a trace, your mage hand to help you, you use your mage hand to help you on your way in. You find yourself in a sitting room. Maybe a little bit of dust over top of some things in the space, like lantern. so it hasn't been used too much. But here you sit. You see a door off to your left that kind of allows you back towards the front of the building if you wanted to. But you can explore as you wish, potentially. And I'm keeping the pass without a trace up, which means you're probably going to explore comfortably.
Okay.
I will leave
Checkers
Checkers.
is chatty today, or is it somebody else's bird?
Yeah, it's Checkers. He's like at the back
Talking.
there.
Yeah,
Is that a bird?
I love it.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I for
It's
sure
Checkers.
thought that was a puppy, like whimpering.
No.
You know, birds are actually kind of like dogs in a lot of
He
ways.
does a flyby
That's
sound
true.
now and then.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a sparrow that barked. I'm serious. It just goes like yip 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 yip.
I won't tell you what the
It was
parrot
awesome.
that my friend had what it would say because
fuck.
well that's what they would say.
Excessive.
Never mind.
Oh, speaking of Checkers, I will leave Checkers on one of the high drawers, just like perch there and keep an eye out, and
Okay.
tell him if anyone comes around, just like fly to me. Let us know.
Just up onto a bookshelf.
And
Bookshelves aren't
check
very tall here.
around.
But
How
he
tall
does
are they?
perch it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see that you could walk through these doors and you kind of take a quick little peek through the doors. Not locked, everything's nice and open. Just peek around, kind of scooch to one side to try to do things quietly and try not to manipulate the door. There is a room to the right-hand side and a room to the left-hand side of a hallway that extends beyond you. You go to check out the door to the right. You open it up and you see this is it's almost like a guest room. There's no but you open it up and there's a very large bed in here that has been well made, but obviously not slept in for a period of time. You go to the left, on the other hand, though, and this is where that kitchen was, so that you can see. And so you can see the exact same thing as you saw from the outside. Are you actually casting that, Jetta?
Yeah.
What's the range on it again? Let me find it.
1,000 feet.
Okay.
That's pretty handy.
Okay, spell can locate within. You sense the direction. Spell can within 30 feet at least once. Okay, but it's not known to you yet.
Well, we know it's a
Okay.
spell case. Oh,
Yeah,
scroll case.
yeah, you do know scroll case, so that's what you're going to go for. You are going to get a ping on your locate object spell, basically towards the front of this house from where you guys currently are. Because at this,
It's in the front.
and so you guys start making your way out from the kitchen, which also is kitchen and kind of dining area. You can see the dinette table, not a very large one, 2 chairs only at this table. As you then you make your way to the front of the house, and it's still telling you to go out of the house.
Let's keep going.
To-
Right, sure.
Now the only way to
Open
do
the
that is to
door.
actually open up the front door of the house and exit the house again. And so
Oh,
you do so.
hmm.
Oh, are you doing so?
Oh, do we?
Let's double back to the windows. I'll pick up Checker.
Yeah, at least we know the direction now.
Let's go.
Okay, so
And I wiggle my hand. Checkers.
We're not following the GPS off a cliff.
Yeah. Taking the scenic route.
all
Yeah.
right. So you make your way back. You collect checkers on your way back out, and carefully extricate yourself from this house, using your mage hands as necessary to kind of help open things up and close things without making any sounds. And that ping is still telling you to go to beyond the front of the house. And now that you're outside, it's actually directing you to the other disheveled house across the path.
I knew it. It's the other house.
All right, let's break in.
All right, we gotta do this the same way. Quietly, mage hand up the. Oh wait, look in the windows first. Like
Yeah.
They are boarded up.
snoop, snoop. Ooh. Huh?
Hmm.
Are there any other open windows or any way in?
You quietly traverse your way. How long does Pass Without a Trace last again?
I think 10 minutes, but I can recast it. I'd
Yeah,
be
okay,
willing
so
to.
you will need to recast it because we're definitely at that point now.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you make your way around the building very quietly, moving as shadow in the silence of night, save for the occasional screech owl screech. Um, and every window is boarded up. There is one protrusion at the back of the building that's not a perfect square there where you can see that there's obviously a chimney or fireplace kind of idea here at the back end of this building. But everything else in this two-story house is boarded up.
Okay. Is there a space where a small bird can fit?
There is a space where a small bird can fit. Through the chimney, perhaps.
Hey, Jetta, new plan. We can like hang around here, but I will have to look through Checker's eyes. That means I'll go deaf and blind.
I might have one other thing as well.
What do you have?
By the way, as you're walking around this building, it is very definitely locate the object that your locate object spell has actually found is very definitely oriented from the front door, the back right room on the main level.
Ooh, good to know. So I may have one other thing, but it might be really stupid.
What do you have in mind, Jetta?
So the traveler taught me this new spell where I can kind of blink in and out of the ethereal plane. But the problem is we don't know what the inside looks like. So we could die.
Well, we can use that, but I'll have Checker scout out first. What do
Probably
you
a good
say?
idea. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go a bit further away from the house and then can send him out.
Yeah. I love level 5.
All right, so
yeah.
But I don't know about it.
Yeah, you're dead.
Everyone
Okay.
press F in the chat for Bob and Frar.
That's right. So you send Checkers in. Roll a stealth check for Checkers.
All right, let's go. All right.
He's got advantage, I think, because he's an owl, right? Or is
Yes,
it
he
advantage only on
does.
perception?
Let me see. Flyby, keen hearing and sight. Well, he has a +3 to stealth, so let's try this.
Oh, that's a good one for an owl. Nicely done. So he gets to the top of the chimney, and you guys can see this from outside, and he just kind of looks down it, and then he looks back at you.
All right, Jetta, going blind and deaf. Hold me.
Okay.
All right.
I'll hold her.
And
Zoop
as soon as you go into it,
Checkers'.
you're immediately aware of Checkers and exactly what he looks like, or what it looks like looking through his eyes with the strong outside, with the strong almost like telephoto lens kind of feel to it. But you also get this sense that he's squinting his eyes at your body as you're looking as he's looking through as you're looking through his eyes. He's looking at you and squinting at you, and then takes one step and lets himself kind of fall and flutter a little bit inside the chimney, and it stinks in here of coal. This chimney has not been cleaned for a very long time.
Poor baby.
And so
I will let him fly around.
Poor Checkers.
kind of goes down, and it's a tight squeeze in this space. He's just like, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for Checkers, actually, because he can't use his full wingspan.
How do I do a saving throw for a familiar? Dex.
All right, with a
Oh, no.
9, he gets in there and it just can't get his wings out, and so he slips and he falls the length of the chimney. And as he impacts the ground, pff, and you're back in your own vision beside Jetta again.
Wait, what happened to Checkers? Wait, Checkers? I tried to zoom in.
He's not around.
Oh, I think Checkers is gone.
Did you kill Checkers?
He fell into the chimney. Oh no, I feel so bad.
That's the third death in our party.
Well, technically not, because I can summon him again. Watch this.
Oh.
Okay, so you're casting this as a spell, not as a ritual.
Ritual. Yeah.
So it does
That's
take a
fine.
spell slot to do it.
So it's like the cat
Okay.
from Hocus Pocus.
Still
And-
takes an hour, I think.
Not if it's a
It does?
Casting time an hour.
casting tower. Yeah, it does take
Oh,
you an hour,
damn.
regardless.
Oh God. Well then, in that
Maybe
case,
something we do later.
yeah. You wanted to do this the old-fashioned way, Chada? Just like sneak in through one of the doors.
Potter also has a bird.
Did you want to try blinking?
Night Shadow, go!
But Potter isn't on a date.
His bird isn't.
His bird's not on a date.
Um,
Open world concept, folks. I got you covered.
But does your blinking make some noise?
maybe a slight poof. I'm not really sure.
Oh no.
While you guys are interrogating each other as to what the best way is forward would be, I'm going to shift gears for just a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll let you guys think a little bit about what you want to do. And so we're going to head back to the tavern in this little town of Hillholm. And Reese, it's been a long journey. You thought you were going to find a community. You were looking for a community that you heard of and either missed it, passed by it, or you were foiled and it doesn't exist at all. So you were traveling way more hours than you meant to today, and hoping that you might be able to see some semblance of civilization. And while this might not count as civilization, it counts as a place to sleep at the very least. And so you make your way to this tavern, open up the door, and immediately the sense that you feel it is there's a tension inside this tavern that is not common when ale is served. There's no outward evidence of it, but you can definitely see that there's only two people actually left sitting at a table who immediately look at you as you open up the door, as well as the fellow at the tavern bar. And then a set of stairs that extends upstairs. There's a few other tables around. Very well kept, but there's a sense of tension in the air for sure.
Yeah.
And the fellow from behind the bars.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening. Do you have any rooms available?
Oh, my dear, you must have been traveling for way too long. Sir, we have one room left.
That's
And I would be quite
perfect.
happy to. Unfortunately, we've closed up the kitchen for the night. I mean, I can get you some like bread rolls or something like that.
No, honestly, I think as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm going to be gone. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
there'll be breakfast.
There will definitely be breakfast, and I believe that Elsa's got sausage set up. But how long do you anticipate staying here in Hillholm?
I have no idea.
Well,
A night at least. A few days, maybe.
why don't we start with 5 copper then?
Sure. Yeah. I don't actually. He just gives him a gold. I don't have change. You know how
Oh
it is.
dear, I do. I absolutely do. If it's okay by you, I'll get. I don't have copper kicking around right now. Everybody's been paying in silver and gold these days, and he just passes back to you 9 silver.
That's fine. I could care less. You're perfect. Thank you.
I'll take you up, and he just immediately walks you past the 2 people at the table, who are definitely eyeing you. And
Just like
with
look back
your
at them and wink. Just a tired wink.
yeah, and one of them kind of looking at you is like, and winks back.
Okay.
Okay.
Too tired for that.
Walk up the stairs. He guides you past the 2nd level, which is really, really quiet. Doors are all closed. Make your way up to a 3rd level, also very quiet. for whatever reason you feel like there's a few more bodies on this level, but he takes you all the way to the very back corner and says, I don't mean to put you out, but that first room on the right hand side there, if you could be quieter around them, they've had probably. You think like you look like you're worse for wear, but I promise you they're far worse.
It's
They
not
could use some
really a
peace of mind.
competition, but I suppose I could do my best.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting you up here on the third level. It's nice and quiet up here, and look for when you need it. Anyway, here's your room. Opens up the door, and you see just a nice little bed. There is a table, a drawing table there, and a couple of hooks on the wall. There's not much more to it than that, though.
That's all he needs. Gizmo, can you please? That's all he needs. I mean, as soon as he's alone, lock the door, drop the disguise, undress, get in bed, go to sleep. Like, just unceremonious, just depositing himself. I don't even think he covers up. I think he just flops onto the mattress and just.
Very nice. And Reese finds sleep very quickly. And with that, silent introduction to the game. Jetta and Rook. Still also silently, although definitely not by action, just by spell. What are you doing?
I would like to blink into the back room where I got the ping from.
Sure.
I would like to check if there's a back door.
Yeah, maybe
you-
check for that first.
Yeah, you guys, you've already looked
Backup
around, and I
plan.
will tell you for sure there is no back door. That there is only a
Okay.
front door. And this is the one. Remember, this is the one with the porch where there's a couple of benches, and you do see crates or something that are largely emptied out, and dishes on all of the benches, or on the floor, or underneath the
Yeah.
benches on the front porch, and a closed door. You blink in. Okay. I'm gonna need you to. Can you post that blink spell for me, please? I want to make
Yeah.
sure I'm reading it right. It's gonna take me to make sure I don't miss a step.
I basically, the way I'm understanding it, have to roll above an 11 to have it happen. But there's a minute, so it's basically a chance
Okay.
to do it every 6 seconds.
Okay. So you blink. Cast blink. Roll for me a d20 then.
So it doesn't work that time.
Okay. So you watch Rook. You watch as Jetta does. What does it look like when you cast blink? By the way.
Like I'm trying that.
Jetta!
She's trying to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
All
Do
right.
you need to go to the washroom, Jetta?
No, I'm fine. I'm trying to teleport.
Just
Okay.
do it quietly. We don't want to wake anyone inside the house.
Come on.
I know.
All I
This
have
is-
to do is roll above an 11.
So, is there any place that you're moving or walking around or looking while you're trying to blink?
I'm entirely focused on the area where I felt the ping, like the back right
Okay.
room, I think it
So,
was.
so to be clear, when you go to the other real plane, you don't walk through walls.
Oh. I thought it was like teleporting 10 feet.
No, you just suddenly become
No.
ethereal. You still have to walk around. It's just that
Oh.
you walk around unseen. It's almost as if you're invisible, but it's not that you're invisible, because even when you're invisible, you're still corporeal, right? So you can still bump into things. When you're in the other real plane, you can interact with things without actually being there.
Oh, okay.
I will go to the
So-
front door and try to unlock it with my thieves' tools.
All right.
Oh, wait.
It is not locked.
First,
It's not locked.
I
Cool.
look.
So we'll just
look
open
around.
it and
Is
then
anyone
we'll go
else
in
around?
invisible.
Say again,
I'll
Rook.
make sure that no one's around first before
Sure.
opening
Roll
the door.
perception check. Jetta, roll 20.
Ooh, come on, let's go.
There it
Yes!
is, and Rook beside you just disappears from existence. So while you're looking around, like, oh, okay, she's gone. She said that was going to happen. And you look around, and it doesn't appear as though there's anybody watching you. And you definitely don't see an angry soot-covered checkers anywhere either.
I miss checkers now. All right. I will go in as well. Close the door as silently as I can.
Okay, Jed, are you going in with the door open when it's open too?
Yeah,
Okay.
just in the ethereal
Yeah, so
plane.
you do see, and both of you guys see, although Jeddah, yours is, it's got these weird little wisps. It's as if somebody did not focus their camera properly on everything that you're seeing. But you do see all of the
This
other
is
spaces
trippy
in
as
here.
fuck.
There's a door, immediately there's a door to your right and a door to your left. Down the hallway, which is about a 10-foot hallway wide, you do see a double door at the end. But really all you are is in a front foyer, dust covered. You do see tracks and it's a relatively thick layer of dust in this building, in this house, and but you do see that there is a regular trail going to the back to double doors, um, and that's what you see in this space at this moment.
How big
What
are
I
the tracks?
remember.
A humanoid.
Sorry.
They are human tracks.
How big are they relatively to adult or child?
You get the sense that they would be adult sized.
Adult-sized tracks. Huh. Okay. Go ahead, Jetta.
Do I remember where I got the pain from? It was like the back.
Probably
right?
past the double doors.
Okay.
Past the double doors, a little bit off to the right, and roll a d20. Okay, now I gotta go back and read that spell to see if it goes back. Okay. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane. So you're still on the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Ethereal.
So since
Ethereal.
I can't really
Ethereal.
communicate,
Jeez, whatever. Words. Okay.
since I can't communicate with Rook, I'm just gonna go through the double doors.
Okay. Straight into the double doors you go. And being on the ethereal plane, you can see in this space it's almost as if there is a dust storm just kind of sitting there, seemingly sleeping. And what you also see is a human, rough, probably in their mid-20s, maybe a little bit, maybe later 20s, but roughly rough beard, scattered brown hair, sleeping very soundly in this space, while this strange dust storm, and wait a second, no, they're actually creatures, just kind of hover, leaving a thick layer of dust across tables and dishes that have been left out, and even on this human. The human is breathing, but definitely sleeping. And you're sitting in, you see the doors open, Rook, and you can also see the human. You don't see around the corner yet because you haven't stepped into the space. But you do see a human, slightly covered in dust, just sleeping in a chair.
What is that? I will tiptoe silently to the edge of the door, just like
Okay.
looking.
Jetta, roll a 20.
Please be above 11.
Come back into existence right in front of Rook, looking curiously at this space. We have to roll initiative.
Oh no!
All
What have
right.
we rolled ourselves into?
Not good stuff.
All right. Let me get this all set up so you can see the things. Give me one moment as I pull it all up here for you.
We have a map.
You do have a map, and it is one that I have
Alright.
created using Dungeon Draft and Forgotten Adventures assets.
Hey!
Because. Okay, we're gonna do that then.
I love how all the NPCs are like, just wait until the morning, and we're like, nah.
Nah, fam.
We don't
We
work
gotta
that
do
way.
this tonight.
All right, yeah. I was honestly thinking that you guys were gonna wait until the morning, and then Reese was gonna help. But hey, whatever.
Sorry, Reese.
I'm just gonna sleep.
We're gonna scout. Okay.
We're impulsive.
That no doubt about that. Okay, I guess you're kind of learning about the characters without actually even being around them yet. Let me put you in the right spots yet. You still have something like 36 seconds left on your spell, or on your blink spell. So at the
Yeah.
beginning of your turns, right, we get to do this. But I also get to roll initiative for my little duders here. That's a great term for them. Little duders. Let me pull you up here. Duder. Here we go, Duder.
For the little
Plunk.
tutors.
I'm gonna have to. This could get interesting. I'm gonna do this. Because stuff. Alright. And finally, I get... Oh my goodness! This is so many clicks! Okay, getting there. Here we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that's gonna give me... Here's your initiative. We're gonna do this super fast. Why is... Oh, you guys have to click on... You didn't click on your tokens. That's okay. That's on me. I can solve that.
All right.
Because I didn't give you the map yet. You don't have a checkers this time around in this combat.
No, I don't. Sadly.
And okay, we're good. And a 9 on initiative. Ooh, that was lucky that I can't roll worth
Oh
crap.
wait. Jetta is 9. I'm 16.
Oh, I got him backwards. Okay, I'll fix that around. Fix that up. Okay, so
Thank you.
here we go. Let's get you a map, world. Let's let the whole world see
Wowee.
the map. And
Ooh.
okay. There we go. In the kitchen is where you are. Well, no, not really kitchen, more like a dining room with a fireplace in the corner. And you see, this is what the dust storm, these creatures in this space look like. And I actually haven't got my NPC in here yet, so I'll put my NPC, my strange little human dude. This is just a makeshift thing. Okay, no, I need to change what that looks like. Hang on. That's definitely not what she looks like, or what he looks like. He looks a little bit closer to...
He needs a beard.
He needs a beard. I don't have a bearded guy, so I'm just going to use this one instead. There we go. Done.
All right.
Okay, so...
Okay.
all right. Jetta, you blink back into existence. You've got a turn.
Rook should go.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Rook's going first. Right, because I can't math. Okay, here we go. Rook, go ahead. What are you doing first?
All right. I see Jetta. And I'm like, what are you doing, Jetta?
But you
I will
also,
take a
looking
peek
around the
then.
corner, you can see them as well as you just peek around the
Sorry.
corner.
What are those? Okay. I will get my bow out and I will try to shoot one of them.
All right, go ahead and attempt your shot by your
Let's go,
attack.
David. Does a 12 hit?
A 12, 12 actually does. Hang on. Yeah, 12 hits.
Okay, 10 damage to the first one. I see.
10 piercing damage
Whoa.
already. Nice. To the first one you see, which actually the first one you see is probably going to be this one here. So, because angles.
Okay.
And it's all you
I'll shoot that one then.
Okay. And all you hear in response, you don't actually even hear a voice. It's just like the scraping of dirt on dirt, kind of a sound, as what you can only assume is this creature's screech in pain.
Okay. Hearing that, I will step back a bit more and then call Jetta to me. Jetta, come here.
All right.
Here. And then bonus action, I will attempt. Actually, you know what? I was here. I will go here. And bonus action, I will attempt to hide.
Yeah, roll that stealth check.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. With a 9, you think you're hidden. That brings us to Jetta. You're in the middle of this space, basically right beside this dude who is sleeping soundly.
Ah, fuck. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. And remind me what Spirit Guardians does.
So I summon a circle of radiant
A
energy around
Color of
me.
radiance.
Well, it's purple, but with flying nuts. The safe version, anyway.
The safe version of nuts. Okay, good to
Yeah.
know. What's the radius on Spirit Guardians? 15 feet. Okay. So here's your radius of Spirit Guardians.
Oh crap.
Now, yeah, it's got some space. The question I have for you: which creatures are you designated as being unaffected by it?
Rook and I don't know if I want to hurt the human yet or not. I'll designate him as safe for now, but I think
Okay.
I can change it if that
I
changes.
would allow that for sure. I would like bonus
Okay.
action change that you're gonna make him suffer
Yeah,
with dicks,
that works
basically.
for
Okay,
me.
so okay, and that's your action. You still have
Yes.
movement, bonus actions.
I would like to move around the corner like this to hopefully bottleneck them when they inevitably come after us.
Okay.
Hey, Jetta.
Hello!
Okay, first time I start
And
to
you
turn
just
there.
see a bunch of flying dicks around me.
This is like Moonbeam almost in that when they enter the area for the first time. Well, those creatures have entered the area for the first time. So, what is that? That is a they need to do a wisdom saving throw. That's me. Okay,
Yeah,
so hey, let's get the chat to roll a little bit for us too. Oh, that's not quite what it's supposed to say.
Hey.
We may as well, right? Let me see here. Where is that? I want this guy here. It actually should say, just roll without the space in it. But boom, because I've updated myself to Stream Elements. So if you are in the chat, you can. And actually, Sky and Frar, if you're in the chat, you can roll for this too. I would allow that this
Oh
time around.
no. Oh no.
So the
How come I can't see the map? By the way,
you can't see the map because you don't have a token
No.
on the map. That's why.
because you're dead.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to see the map? Go to Twitch, buddy. All right.
I don't know how to use Twitch.
You just watch it. Just go to Wendy Jade. Wendy, if you would like to watch the Twitch, you go to twitch.tv/WendyJD&D, and that's good enough. Okay, that was a very interesting PSA. So, so with the again, wisdom saving throws. Okay, so Sky rolled a 6 for one of them.
Swag.
And so I'm gonna roll the other one here on the wisdom saving throw. But we're gonna keep taking rolls from the chat. So if you guys want to keep rolling on the chat, I am good with it.
Oh.
One of them does save. So go ahead and roll your 3d8 necrotic. Oh, you did that. It's 18. Oh ho ho. Okay.
It hurts a little bit.
Oh, sorry. It's radiant. Sorry, it's radiant damage. Is it?
Radiant.
Next.
Yeah, since I'm not evil.
Okay. Cool. So this one here, well, they both actually just completely conk out. So you watch as the radiant energy and the radiant dick starts smacking around in this dust, and the dust just kind of purples and spreads, and the purple spreads through the dust, and it just kind of falls to the ground, darkened and inert.
That's amazing.
I have dicks fighting on my behalf.
My
All right.
God, that's a lot of
Alright.
Johnsons.
That's
I didn't
gonna.
know my mic was on this whole
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah. Your mic's still been on, and I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind it. Let's go to. Is there
Have you
any
been
more
hearing me
actions?
just munching on the sandwich and like?
Actually, no, we didn't. I didn't know
I
that
have
you were
noise
eating.
cancellation. We good. Okay, so.
Okay, okay, perfect.
All right. Is that in your turn, Jenna?
Yes.
All right, my turn, and my creatures. I need to open. I hit the wrong button here. I think I'm gonna get my creatures to try this on for size because one of them can still see you, Jenna. So could you please roll for me a?
Oh, I forgot the roll for blink.
Yes, you did. Yeah, please do that. And now you're on the ethereal plane. But that was a nat 20 to do so too. So why not?
Trickery clerks.
Oh man. Knowing that changes what they're gonna
See the
do. They are instead going to they see your spirit guardians 15 feet, huh? Alright. They're gonna come around this way. Kind of gravel sound as they kind of start shouting something or other. Difficult unless either one of you guys could speak either Orin or Terran.
No.
Nope.
Okay. This could work. Let me have a look here at something. I gotta look a spell up. I'll make sure I get the right features of it. All right. Here we go. I am going to see. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this one here. Yes, that's what I want. And I want to go. All right. Let's see here. Who is that person? Yeah, it's probably not going to take, but I'm going to get you to try this on, actually. Oh, and Rook, I think you can't even be affected by this anyway.
What is it? Oh no.
Yeah, okay, so the swirling dust around their bodies as they're trying to get a better look at you kind of coming around, watches Jeddah kind of disappears from existence in front of them, so all they see really is a tiny little bit of Rook. They do see you. And they let the dust just kind of escape from their bodies and envelop the entire space. Rook, you feel some of the sand actually kind of get caught up in your eye, and you kind of wipe it away, and it feels like the sand crystals that like sleep that appears at the corner of your eye after a really good deep sleep, and so you kind of wipe it out. No effect. So.
What the hell?
And that is one of them. What's my other two going to do? They are. They're actually you're in the ethereal plane. They don't have this 15-foot thing in the way anymore. You're actually, hang on. Which one's which? Spirit Guardians, is it a concentration spell?
Spirit Guardians is Blink is not.
Spirit Guardians is Blink is not. Okay, good to know. So Spirit Guardians comes with you. So all the dicks are now gone. And so with you completely disappearing basically from this space, they can actually come straight up at you then, Rook. And so I'll say one of them will have done what I just said. The other ones are going to push their way through. And let's see here. Let's go with I keep on closing windows that I don't mean to close.
It happens.
It does. They are going to. I need you to roll for me a dexterity saving throw. And chat.
All right.
I'm going to take another roll, if you will, please. Good to see you, Vlad Bershed. Good to see you, Vlad.
Dex, come on, let's go. Woohoo! Oh no.
One no. That's not bad. 15. Okay. There. Of course it is. You could roll in the chat. Just type that exclamation roll 20, no spaces, and you get to roll in the chat.
Did someone roll a 20 in the chat?
Not yet.
Oh god.
There it is. Nope. Nope. Okay, so I don't think a 4 hits, does it, Rook?
No.
You're lucky that the chat is rolling really, really, really poorly right now. Okay.
Thank you, chat.
The chat happens to be Sky and Dick right now, but that's okay. We can get over it. So, with your dexterity save, you feel that
helping from beyond the dead.
And Jetty, you could see this from the ethereal plane as well. This blast of dust comes flying at Rook, and this cone just swirls behind her, and she just kind of ducks in out of the way from this blast and takes any damage? Question mark. Will be blind and no damage.
Oh
So,
wow, cool.
there we go. That ends my turn. It is now back to you, Rook.
All right. I will put down David, my short bow, and I will bring out Sebastian and try to hit the one in front of me.
All right. Sebastian away.
Let's go.
Get it?
Come on. Jetta's not here to help me sneak attack, but okay, let's do it. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Yay! Got 5.
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Ah.
Sebastian.
Yes.
Okay, Sebastian. I was just going with it. So, yeah, okay. So, 13 damage. Yeah, you really hurt this thing.
That's
And
5 damage actually if Jetta's not around.
that's true. She is not around. So, you do hit it, and you do see some of the dust kind of fall to the ground inert, but it's still very much conscious, and you can actually even see some of the dust kind of, it's almost like it's coagulating into this bony form inside this dust cloud.
What is that? Okay, bonus action disengage, and I'm going as far as I can away from them. 20
All
feet.
right, 20 feet, and there is a door immediately beside you. You could get into another room if you really wanted to.
Oh, cool. Let's try that then.
You're
This
gonna
one,
do
right?
that? Yep, that would do it. So I'll open up. You can open up
Sure.
that door. I'll say it's, yeah. I'll say it takes 5 feet of your movement to do so, but you can still
Okay.
open up that door. And
Okay, I will
open.
do that then. Okay, I have like 15 feet of movement back, so I will hide back down here.
I'd
There.
say, yeah, that's as far as you'll be able to go. Perfect. Okay. And let's get the map so that the world can see where you just dipped off to. There we go. There we go. There we go. It is Jetta's turn. Roll d20 for me.
Okay. I was going to ask, can I drop Blink, or is that not a thing?
Yeah, you
I
can totally
can
drop it.
I'll drop it then.
Okay. Now, I think if you do so as an action, though. Let me double check.
Honestly, that's fine because
At the start of your next turn, you can return. Okay, and up here, there. If no one, well, you can see. You can. Okay, I saw it here. If no one, where is it? Roll d20. Spell fails at the start of your next turn. Return to an unoccupied space. If no unoccupied space is available, you appear. You can dismiss that as an action. There it is. Gosh, that was so hard for me to find. You can dismiss it as an action, so that would take your action.
okay. Can I roll to see if I pop back first?
If you would like, sure.
Okay. No.
No, you don't pop
I'm
back.
still there. I will dismiss it as an action.
And so you
then,
pop back
because I still have Spirit Guardians
Yeah,
up.
you pop back into existence, but you get shunted over because there's already another creature in that spot to here, behind the door.
That's fine.
But your purple decks immediately reappear again, and I now have to roll some saving throws. So go ahead, chat. Roll out some saving throws for me. And I will roll probably one myself. Because I still like to roll two. I like dice. As a matter of fact, this time I'm gonna use a non-digital dice. Huzzah! Oh, that's
Nice.
cocked. How does it get cocked on an empty desk? Yeah, okay. This is a wisdom. There, yeah. I got a 9. Sky got a 17 in the chat. So that is my failure, one success, and then the guy in the middle. Oh, you missed an L on that, Vlad. You missed an L on it. So we'll try that again. There it is. And a 3. So a fail, a success, a fail. 20 damage. Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Spirit
One of 'em.
Guardians.
One of them just falls in purple in a purple cloud to the ground right beside you. You can't see the other one on the other side, but you do see that there is. You can hear some screeching from this space as well.
Okay. Do I still have movement?
You do still have movement.
Do I see where Rook went?
No, you don't. You see a door open though.
I'll head that direction.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself in that general direction.
I think it was this way.
Yeah, you should be able to see
Yeah.
around the corner there now. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
So that's 15 feet you've used.
Oh, it's you, Jenna.
Hi, how's it going?
Ah, it's okay.
Is that
Are they still out there?
Yeah, I think I poofed one of them, maybe.
That's good. That's good.
that ends your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. That ends my turn. It's Rook. It's your turn.
Okay, I will peek out again.
All
Hearing
right.
that from Jetta.
And it looks like everybody's dead. All of those dust creatures seems to have completely been demolished.
Jetta, I think they're all dead. 5, 10, 15,
Really?
25, 30, 35.
All right, all right. From there, I want you to roll a quick perception check. A
What's
nat
going on?
20.
Nat 20.
You watch as the tail end of one of those creatures that you've now seen with the little coagulated, almost stick of mud kind of skeleton-y type thing disappears up the chimney.
Jetta, it went up the chimney.
Oh, should we shoot it before it leaves?
If you can reach it, yeah, sure.
I'll send. Can I do something?
It's Rook's turn right now. I let the conversation
still
happen.
initiative.
Yeah, we're talking.
Sorry.
We're still totally in initiative because I got to keep track of
Oh,
where
wow.
everybody is.
Okay, I used all of my movement now, so I will use bonus action to dash. Just try to get over here and try to peek up the chimney.
Okay, you can, and you can definitely see he's about 10 feet up the chimney already.
He's going up. And I take a quick look at the guy, if he's stirring or
He's
something.
not. He's still sound asleep.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, that brings us to Jetta.
I'll run over. I don't think I can get far enough to look up the chimney. Is that right?
Well, Rook's kind of in it right now, so it makes it harder.
Would my
Yeah,
spirit guardians have any effect, or is it too high up?
Actually, they would.
Okay, I'll just go over as far as I can towards the chimney.
Okay, go ahead and
Let's
move. Show me
go.
your movement, because I don't know how much movement. I don't know if you'll have enough movement to do it.
I have 30 feet.
All
So
right, is
5,
that going to
10,
get you closer?
15, 20, 25. Oops, there's a corpse. Oh, shit.
Oops, there's a corpse. Comments in D&D.
30. I think
This
it's
is another
about
in D&D.
here
Okay. Yeah.
ish.
Okay, so I guess 25. So
Is that right?
5, 10, 15, 25. You got another 5.
Oh, I do. Dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to say, ugh, that is not going to quite do it with just your regular movement.
I'll use my action because Spirit Guardians is not an action.
That is correct.
It just happens.
It's already holding,
So
yeah.
I will use my action to get over there.
Okay, cool. So now it works. I gotta do a wisdom
Yeah.
save. Or the chat. The chat can do the wisdom save instead. Who's gonna
Come on,
do
chat.
it first?
Low roll. Roll low, please.
I want
Do you
the
want me to
wisdom
re-roll
save.
damage?
You will need to re-roll damage because it's a new turn.
Okay.
Oh.
How did that happen? It went
That
from
is royally
20
low.
to
Okay.
But if it's
7.
There it is. Dak rolls it this time. He fails for you though. You
Yeah.
needed it. And so as the as your spirit guardian purple dicks just kind of like, and this is really weird for you, Rook, because you're kind of looking up and all of a sudden a whole bunch of purple dicks right up in front of your face.
what? is
And
going
then-
on?
and it seems to, and then you hear a screech, and then the dust starts falling straight down at your head. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Ah. Rolling.
Nice. You quickly pull out as the purple dust, inert, lands on the base of the fireplace, and a tube lands on top of it. A large
Oh hey.
scroll case lands right on top
Grab
of
it,
it.
grab it, grab it.
All right. Using my mage hand to grab it just in case.
Can we check to make sure everything's in it?
You
Sure.
can. We're out of initiative at the moment now, so, and the fella is still just sleeping beside you.
Well, he's not our problem. We just
Yeah,
want the
let's-
scroll.
Let's move into the other room. Make sure that
Yeah,
he's not gonna wake up.
I agree.
Moving
look
back
at
to
it.
that small room and opening the scroll case.
Okay.
Mage hand.
And quickly open it. You're gonna mage hand open it, so you're just gonna and your mage hand. Okay. So you mage hand open up the scroll case, and inside there do seem to be a variety of different scrolls in here. Maps, parchments of a variety of different types. Looking kind of trying to leaf through it without damaging anything. There's definitely a variety of things, and it's quite full. Like it's a very well filled and well used case.
So this is probably it.
I suppose so.
But mind you, you're an arcane trickster. You're definitely going to recognize some sigils of arcane tradition there.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool.
Adrix mentioned some journal entries. I would like to check if there are journal entries in there.
You can certainly look, yeah.
All right. Rifle
so-
through the pages.
Okay, so
and
you
stuff?
pull. You're going to pull the whole. In order to do that, like this is one of those where it's so full you have to pull it all out to get it out. Are you going to pull
Ew.
everything out?
Should we?
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like it is full.
Head back to
Instead-
the tavern?
Sure. But first, I want to try something out. I will try to identify the case.
You're just going to cast identify on the case itself.
Oh wait, I don't have a pearl. Wait, never mind.
Yeah. You
Never
don't. Yeah, you
mind.
don't have a pearl, so you can't do that quite yet.
Yeah.
Nice try though.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Retcon.
I can at least cast detect magic.
that you could certainly
That
do,
would be good.
Yeah.
and you do
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
complete your spell, and an aura of a variety of different. It's like when you get your aura of magics that come from your detect magic spell, because you do get a chance to tell the school from detect magic. When you have overlapping, it just looks like this great big brown aura because of how the colors overlap. Yum. But you get a great big brown aura around this scroll case.
The best
I
kind
think
of
it's
aura.
probably in here somewhere. There's a lot of shit in here.
Literally or figuratively.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right. Shall we take it back to the tavern?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Roll me a stealth check.
Come on, let's go.
Advantage of the trickster. If that
For
helps
you or for Rook?
I can't do it on myself, so
Okay,
on
so-
Rook.
Well. Okay, so as you guys start stepping out of this building, Jenna, you being in that same room that Rook was in, you get your foot caught on the rug that you guys were standing on, which is a bear rug, with the whole head attached, so that there's actually the mouth out, and you get your foot caught in the mouth of the bear, and just wham onto the ground. Behind you, Rook. Like, what happened there? As you just see face planted Jetta behind you, and in the around the corner of in the kitchens.
Run!
Quick. Use your hand to
Pass
open
without a
the
trace.
window.
There you go. Okay,
I forgot the first time.
there you go. As you guys bolt out of this building and leaving whatever was going on behind, you make your way quietly without a trace back to the tavern.
I love how
Use the
little
rope.
we cared about what they were doing. And they were like, we just
How-
want the scroll.
How do you get back into the tavern? You gonna go in through the front door, or are you gonna use that dangling rope that you left behind?
Let's
I mean,
let's use the rope.
Okay,
I'm still
yeah, probably a good idea.
alright. Away you guys go, up the rope and back into the room. Reese is totally asleep, so would not hear any of that clamor back into the building. I'm gonna say, what is there anything you guys want to do before you do your long rest, or are you guys just gonna be like, okay, we got it, go to sleep now?
we got it. We go to sleep now. Poof out of my disguise.
All right.
I agree. Let's at least take watches though to make sure they don't steal it back.
Sure.
So who's taking first watch?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah.
Rollies.
Rollies.
Both of you guys roll a d20. Who's gonna go take first watch? You know what? Forget it. It doesn't matter. You guys, there's not gonna be anything that happens.
Okay.
So let's just advance this story, shall we? So the next,
Sure.
you guys take your long rest, and everybody takes their long rest. Bob and Far's rest just happens to be longer than everybody else's. And in the morning, you guys can find your way however you want to find yourselves in this tavern.
Should we find Adrix and be like, hey, can you revive our friends?
Yeah, sure. But we have that business with Elsa. I think we should let her know that it's not necessary to talk to Ara.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, sure. Good
So
answer.
you guys, Reese, how would you start your day?
With breakfast. What's like the bathing situation in this place?
You ask Jessup, the tavern keep, about the bathing situation, and he indicates to you that there is running water downtown that you can get your own pail and find your private spot in. Unfortunately, you don't. He doesn't have a bathhouse. Many people will actually just go find the waterfall a little ways down, a little ways from the town.
Just jump into a free flowing waterfall.
We're coal miners. We're not very opulent.
I can see that. You know what? It's good actually. I'm just gonna, and he'll just like prestidigitate himself clean. That works.
Yeah, that does work. In your prestidigitation, do you also correct whatever makeup smears that may have happened through the evening at the same time?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Well, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Make everything nice and pristine. Make sure that he's all dressed and ready for the day, looking his best. And then we'll get breakfast and contemplate his next move, I guess.
And breakfast is sausage and potato cakes, and offers to you your choice, depending on the type of person you are, of breakfast ale or apple juice.
I think the knee-jerk reaction would be the ale, but I think he'll go with some apple juice actually for a
All right.
change. That's an interesting offer.
And the apple juice is particularly good. It's very sweet. It's not gritty. It is very very well made apple juice. Does seem to be somewhat invigorating and somehow invigorating. But it somehow they've also managed to get the apple juice to be cold.
That's the best part.
Yeah. And so as you're sitting here enjoying this, is it scrumpy? Hang on. Whoa. Scrumpy? This is a word I'm not familiar with. Glitter murder? You got to teach me now. Okay, so I'm going to get you to teach me in the chat. That's the guy's name. By the way, I really like this this name, Glitter Murder. I'm all for it. But I don't know what scrumpy is. So
I don't think that's a word.
Well, I'm a Canuck, so there's lots of words that I don't know about. So teach the Canadian. Rough strong cider. Oh, Cool. No, it is not Scrumpy. It is an actual apple juice. I will mentally write that down for the future, though, because
That is
that's a
cool.
great idea. Cool. Okay. So
Crumpy.
Scrumpy. Huh. Okay. Cool. Okay. Anywho, so you're setting down for this breakfast and trundling down the stairs with a large case in their hands. You see. Why don't you describe, Rook, the first person that Reese sees coming down the stairs?
I'll describe Rook.
Yes.
All right. So you see a somewhat short elven lady with dark hair and long pointy ears, relatively pale face, and she has her lower half of her face tied with a scarf, a red scarf, and she's carrying with her like, well, a scroll case. And in the morning, she would have summoned checkers as well. So she has an owl, a small owl perched on her shoulder.
Okay. And then the person behind her you see.
Jeddah. So, Jeddah is a tall, lanky, very awkward looking drow or dark elf. And she has gray skin, white hair, um, tied back in a long braid. And then she also has red eyes and a little bit of fangs.
Spooky. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in the light, you can see that this gentleman that you passed last night is a blue-eyed, blonde, very kind of generic, if not for all of the things decorating him. Colorful garb, the same fancy garb that you saw last night, but just very bright and colorful and not as exhausted as he looked last night. He kind of looks up and sort of up nods a little bit. Just, that kind of friendly, you make eye contact with a stranger and you, what's up?
Rook will eye you from head to toe and then back to your head again and say, "Nice outfit."
I know. Thank you.
Well, catch you around.
And
Yep.
Jessup's gonna clock you right away, Rook. Be like, Elsa's just about ready for you, and just go into the kitchen, just kind of open up the door. Elsa, they're up.
Oh, sure. Jeddah, Shelby.
And you'll see that she comes out. She doesn't come out in her regular nice light dress that she usually wears when she's around the tavern. She's actually got it all belted up now, and she's got an extra jacket over top. And comes out and says, "Right then, I would assume they're probably awake by now. So if you would like, we can go and find Ara. Bastion will probably, well, I hope he's cooking something. I don't know if it's any good, but we'll find out. Shall we?"
Well, it looks like we might not have to.
Mm-hmm. We actually caught whoever stole the case last night.
It wasn't Ara.
Was it? Was it?
We don't actually know. We didn't take the time to find out. We just took the scroll and left.
It was a man with a scruffy beard, dark hair, I think.
Well, that narrows it down to about half the village.
Well, if it helps, he was staying in that house where the windows are boarded up.
Lothar?
Oh, is that his name?
Yes, that is Jessup. Lothar took the damn scrolls. He's kind of a pain in the ass.
Is he now?
A bully. And unfortunately, Bastion has kind of been his target, so why would he steal from Adrix, though?
Well, the weird thing was he had a bunch of, dust monsters surrounding him.
Yeah,
and he's playing with some sort of magic, it seemed.
Maybe.
Lothar
and those monsters?
Imagine, no, Lothar could barely keep himself together, let alone play with magic. That something is amiss there. But I'm glad to hear that Ara doesn't need to be interrogated by you. Your version of
What?
interrogation is hard to handle as an
I
adult.
side-eye Jetta.
Oh, yeah, sorry about last night. I'm much more relaxed now that we've achieved our mission.
Nonetheless, I should speak to somebody about who the heck do I speak to about Lothar. Um, I'll talk to Jessup. We'll figure something out.
The good
You
news.
said,
Oh,
"Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Jed. Go
You're
ahead, Jetta."
snapping with that pen next to your mic, by the way.
Whoever's got the pen snapping going on.
It's like, what am I hearing in my
What
ear?
the heck is that?
That's
It's like
awesome.
It's like the light crackling that happens on a record player. It's
Yeah.
almost soothing, but also slightly annoying at the same time. Okay, yeah.
Go ahead, Jetta.
So, I'll just say he seemed to be asleep when we interrogated, well, quite frankly, broke in. Um, but yeah, we got the scroll, and yeah, there were these weird dust monsters. We defeated them all, but still, it was weird.
I think that might be worth telling Adrix. Although I'm going to talk to Jessup and see. I wonder if there's somebody else in town who can talk to Lothar, because this is. I don't want him in my bar if he's going to be stealing shit from my patrons.
Yeah.
So. Oh, sorry. If you don't mind, and looking over to you, Reese. If you don't mind, I will clean up your table for you.
I expected as much.
Oh, of
I
course
don't
you
know
would.
that you needed to tell me that.
Most of my patrons like to think they know how to clean.
Do we bus our own tables around here? Is that the procedure?
Oh, that's what I'm used to. Yes. If you don't want to, that makes me happy because it means I can do it properly.
Oh, you know what? Far be it from me to take that away from you, darling. Please, at your leisure.
And she does. She comes to fit your finished plate and collects it all up, and very quickly, towel off of her hip. Even though she was ready to go traveling, she still had the towel on her hip and just pulls it up and just wipes down the tables. There. Um, anything else that you would like to tonight or today?
I, I do. This is a strange question.
I promise you, not as strange as I've had.
Well, you've probably in the position that you're in, you've probably seen a lot of people come through, heard a lot of gossip, and overheard a lot of interesting things. I'm looking for a library.
Well, I seem to have a walking library upstairs right now, but not likely to find books in most places in Owesmia.
Yeah, I'm uh, coming to realize that. Uh, I probably shouldn't even be asking. Forget that I even asked. I didn't say anything.
Forgotten? And she just turns and goes back towards the kitchen with your dishes.
Good lady. I like her. But he did overhear them talking about a scroll case, I think, and that's relatively interesting. So I think at that point he'd probably get up and go ahead and make the approach to these individuals with a scroll case.
Oh,
Hi.
hey.
Sorry.
Oh.
Pardon me. I didn't mean to be rude, but I couldn't help overhearing. You found a scroll case?
Oh, yes, but it doesn't belong to us. It belongs
I
to someone else.
assumed as much.
It was a recovery mission.
Right. That's kind of the vibe that I was getting. Have you had a chance to look through them yet?
Not quite yet. I think we'll leave it up to Adrix, right, Jetta?
Yeah.
Atrix.
That's our man.
By the way, I'm Rook.
Reese, nice to make your acquaintance. We'll reach out and take a hand to shake, and then immediately wipe it off on his pants. Um,
I'm sorry, I'm perfectly clean right now.
um, I, I wonder if I might. I need some. I need some help, and it kind of sounds like maybe you need some help too. Do you need help? Maybe dealing with this Lothar individual? I could talk to him.
Well,
It's an
talk to him.
interesting proposition.
I mean, yeah, why not? Because he's been bothering Bastion, and Bastion's one of the kids, right, Jedi?
Yeah, I do think so.
Sure, Bastion. Right. Uh, I don't mean to interrupt. Are you going to have breakfast? I can wait. I've finished mine, obviously, but
Well,
Oh,
we actually have something to take care of this morning, but if you'd like to accompany us, I think it would be fine.
are you sure? I don't mean to insert myself where I'm not wanted.
oh no, it's perfectly fine. I mean, we've got a lot of interesting people in this tavern here. And
We're a
yeah,
group of outcasts and misfits. It's a good time.
That's my favorite sort. I'm sorry, Rook and
Jetta.
Jetta, Rook and Jetta, nice and easy to remember. Reese, again, Reese, wonderful to meet you. Well, I shan't hold you up any longer. Should we go?
yeah, sure.
So where are you guys going?
Going to look for
Adrix.
Adrix.
All right, so you guys make your way up the stairs towards the second level, which you know is Adrix's basically domain at the moment.
Adrix. There you go.
Yeah, I flip flop. It's potato potato. But as you guys kind of make your way out onto this floor, you do see that the back door is open and ajar. Reese, this being your first time kind of visiting this floor, you do see that it is largely kind of closed up, and that door that you saw closed last night, you now clock that it's open. And you guys go immediately back to it. This is the door that the study that you guys discovered that the scroll case was missing from in the first place. So you go look kind of around the door. How you gonna approach this? I guess I'll let you tell me how you're gonna do that.
We found the case.
And
Knocking on the door.
Rip off the bandit.
nice. Oh, hey, cool, Dak. I want to see it. Okay. Anyway, so the you see this slender, extremely angular looking elven form, kind of stand up, very well made golden laid threads along his robes, and he is definitely in robes. He's not in his regular tavern attire. And it's not really sleepwear. It's like sleepwear for the rich and the famous. It's it's almost Hugh Hefner kind of quality of robes, but he's also very well dressed underneath. So please don't worry about that part of things. But also very angular and elongated elven ears, almost to the point where it conjures a sense of the Feywild. Not quite that far, but he does step back out. Oh, that's wonderful news.
Sure, here it is.
Okay, thank you. And immediately, feel free to come in. And he immediately takes it over to his desk, which of course is still just as disheveled as anything. The cabinets, actually, it looks like he's taken more books off and opened them up and strewn them across the floor. It looks like a bird cage in this study now. And he just immediately opens up the whole scroll and just pulls everything out, and it comes out as a thud onto the desk, and he starts rolling things out. Okay. Yes, okay.
Reese immediately invades this guy's personal space and is looking over his shoulder, also trying to see what this is. Oh shit.
Hello. Right. Stands up a little bit taller, probably a little bit taller than you, Reese. But you're new here. Hi.
Hi. I am new here. Don't mind me. I'm just
And
observing.
looks to you and Jeddah and Rook.
He was just downstairs in the tavern and he wanted to come along, so might as well.
I inserted myself.
We'll talk about that in a moment. In the meantime, yeah, okay, yeah.
You mean we could talk about inserting myself?
Well, there's that too, but that's for a different day.
Perfect.
And just kind of lifts up a couple. Here it is. And he just pulls out this scroll. Yeah, that's the one. I wonder if I've got the other one.
So, is this the right case?
Yes, this is the right case. And he kind of rolls
thank
up a
God.
couple of pieces of parchment and hands them over to you, Jeddah. This should suffice.
This is it.
This is it. You can go to your friends now and wake them up.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Thank you.
yes.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like I might still want your services though, so please don't go away.
Oh no, of course not. We'll be right back.
I'll have to look through this and okay, you go do your thing. And forgive me. I'm sorry, Adrix. And you are
Reese Devereaux. Pleasure to meet you.
nice to meet you, Reese. I don't mean to be rude, and I'm sure that you and I will probably have much to talk about because I see you looking strongly at my words. But I need to solve this miniature mystery I've got going on first.
Of course.
So I may be rude and kick you out for now.
Was I able to see anything on these papers? Like what's
I will
on
get you
any
to
of
roll a
these?
quick perception check and see
Okay.
how much you saw as you madly flipped through
Sure.
papers.
Sure. Boop.
Okay, I will give you the top piece of paper that he opens up, and the top piece of paper is a depiction of what appears to be like an image of a strange, almost three-dimensional compass. But you do see a compass with it seems to have way more needles than a compass should ever have, but also has this encasing over top of it. It's almost as if it's like a astronomical compass.
Interesting. He files that away for later.
Okay, and yeah, and just says, "Okay, thank you. I'll look through this and see if there's anything more to be learned from this." I guess I should ask, who took it?
Lothar, was it?
I don't know who
Yeah.
that is.
Some dude with the bushy beard, and he lives in the end of town with the boarded windows.
The
Elsa and
boarded
Jessup know about him.
They
Okay.
know about
Oh.
him and apparently hate him, so.
Well, then
He's
I
been
better
causing
ask them.
trouble.
All right, good to know. Thank you. Go take care of your friends.
Resurrection time!
Let's go.
You guys go to the next
Yeah.
to the neighboring immediately leave, and as you guys exit the room, he quickly, sternly closes the door behind him, and you hear, and then you also hear, as you guys are walking almost at a run down the hallway, you also hear kind of inside his room, which you now remember are still all joined. He's kind of like clambering through his room, and you can hear as you open up the other door to the room that you guys. No, actually, you guys were upstairs, but you do hear a whole bunch of doors locking as you guys are going up the stairs all the same. So you guys go upstairs, you go immediately into your room, and there is Bob. And there is Farrar.
Let's wake up Bob first.
Oh
All right.
god, they're dead.
Yeah, it's dead bodies, sorry.
Oh,
Long
they're
story. Long
extremely
story.
dead. I feel as should I not be here for this?
No,
Entirely
it's
up to
fine.
you.
You're welcome.
Entirely up to you if you want to stay for the show or not, but you need to wake up our friends.
You know, I mean, I did kind of just sort of push myself into your lives, but I feel shut up.
That made me blur myself out. Hang on. Wait a second. I must be able to see myself.
Nope, ruined
It's not
everything.
gonna work.
I ruined everything.
It's all good.
Uh, I feel like I know that I just sort of inserted myself into this situation, but I feel like you probably should have mentioned immediately that you had dead bodies upstairs. I slept right there in that room next door
Well,
all
you can
night.
stay if you want,
Well,
or you can leave.
here's the thing: they're not all the way dead. They're just mostly dead.
Oh, wait. I mean, let's rifle around in their pockets and look for loose change then.
No,
No, they're
they're
our
friends.
friends. We love them.
You know what? I'm not going. You do your thing. I'm just going to be over here quietly observing.
Okay.
How long have they been dead? Are they smelling? I mean,
They're not
No.
decomposing.
oh my god.
I put them under a spell.
Well, that's excellent. That's wonderful for you. You know, go for it. I won't take another moment of your time.
So, Jetta, who do we do first? Bob or Flora?
Let's do Bob first.
Let's do Bob first.
Yeah.
I think I have never heard a woman say before.
Two and
Waiting for it.
that.
I was so waiting for that. I was so waiting for that. All right. So in this space, you, Jetta, you kind of set yourself up beside beside Bob, and kind of get down on your knees beside him. He's kind of laid out on the bed on his back. Still all of the wounds and the arrows being pulled out by now, but the wounds very definitely still black with the poison that entered his body. And you open up the scrolls and you start reading it, kind of over it, and realize, oh god, so I'm going to be tired again, and start kind of going through it and kind of realizing that there's
Is
a
that the
couple
right
of
spell?
pieces that are missing, or pieces that are interpreted in very unique ways, as if this was created for use by a cleric of some other god. But it still is a scroll that you can do a couple of minor tweaks to it to potentially make it yours and get your own powers to work.
Okay.
Okay, so just give me a second as I pull it up here.
Is that the right scroll, Jetta?
It's not exactly what I was picturing, but I think I can make it work.
All right, I'll leave it up to you then.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I got to do a couple things here of looking.
I think I just need the switch out where it says Dawn Father with Overlord of Dicks, and we should be good.
Or
What?
Dong Father.
Dong
Dawn
Father sounds good.
Father.
You come on the day of my nuts wedding.
All right.
I have so many questions.
Welcome to the gang.
You know, I think I might have made a mistake downstairs.
We have a theme in here.
Oh, yeah. By the way, the next person who follows on the channel will help us see that theme.
Oh
Just
god.
putting that out there. Okay, so okay, cool. All right, so you start kind of going through this spell scroll and realize this is going to take a while. Like this is a long casting. Like about the same amount of time it takes for Rook to bring Checkers back, because you've watched that this morning.
Yeah.
And so you
That's
start
fine.
in on it, and you start placing various elements, various things around the room, just kind of spacing out the cushions. There it is, glitter murder. Found the one of the emotes. Love it. If you want to see it, you got to go look in the chat.
These nuts.
These
you go.
nuts.
The so, but you lay out the space, and you kind of start even circling some of the bedrolls up into this circle around it. And why would you put it that way? That suddenly looks really, really wrong. Oh, Sky. Anyway, okay.
I'm concerned.
He's going crazy over the nuts.
Over the nuts.
I just
Okay.
can't get enough nuts.
I hurt myself. Okay, so but you lay out the bedrolls to actually make some of the sigils that are in this particular spell that you can see. And over the course of the next hour, you watch as she kind of moves different parts, like moves the hair of Bob, moves different parts of the bed around to get things just so. And then towards the end of about an hour of just preparation and an incantation and conversation, she places the actual piece of paper on Bob's chest. Jeddah, anything specific you want to build into this spell?
Which spell scroll is this, by the way?
Raise that.
Would it distract her if I was like quietly playing my lute in the corner, just some like chill little like meditative strumming, little background noise? Would that bother
Jeddah?
you?
No, I think it would
Okay.
help.
He's gonna do that while she's doing this then the whole time that they're doing this.
All right. Well, then I'm going to ask you a quick question.
What is
I
that
just-
question?
Just give me one moment as I look something up here.
I think he has to like go back to his room and grab it and come back.
Of course. This would be one of those opportunities
I'm dying.
that a person could potentially utilize some form of inspiration if they wanted to.
I actually already have DM inspiration.
That's
I could use
true.
For one,
Okay.
too.
All right. I put that out there, and away we go. Very nice on that performance check. It soothes this already stressful experience
So
as
good.
quite well.
That's exactly what Reese's lo-fi chill beats. to
There you
remind
go.
your friends to.
Love it. Love it. Go ahead and roll for me, Jetta, a religion check then, please.
I'm bad at that.
Okay. You remember the last time you spoke to the traveler, he said that he might be gone for a time. And so while you're going through this and holding your hands on the spell and about ready to say the very last words of this incantation, there's a small part of you that hopes that that might not be the case. But you don't feel that familiar flutter around your ear. You don't feel that familiar movement of your hair. And you don't feel him. But you do feel the energy, at the very least.
The traveler said I could do this.
As you connect to the spell scroll, and you guys all watch as the spell scroll actually shifts and almost turns invisible as it seems to meld into Bob's form, and all of the wounds start to kind of lose their blackened color and stitch up. Bob. The last images you saw were that of your childhood or your
I
childhood?
was going. I think last time we were discussing this, I was going towards Frar's memories,
Well,
as they were intertwined with each other.
that is the challenge, that in this, wherever, in this nothing that you're in, you have dissonant memories. And of a sudden you start to feel these memories almost as if they're kind of zooming into your face and just kind of pull in, and everything starts to go white. And for the first time, the nothing suddenly has oxygenation. It's just, you feel sudden breath. Bob's form just
Oh my god, it worked!
Bob. Who are you? Where am I?
It's me,
One
Jeddah.
One moment while also my alarm is going off.
Oh, you're awake.
Technology, how we love
Timing.
His
thee.
alarm is going
Oh
off.
my god. This is a
His alarm is going off.
Yeah, it's
That's
because-
hilarious. Okay, so yeah,
Where am I? Who are you?
Bob, you're awake. I immediately hug him.
I let you hug me, but I don't hug you back as I look at you in confusion.
Oh, do you not remember us?
I don't know who you are. Sorry.
Jeddah? Rook?
From the corner of the room, you hear.
What are you talking about, Bob?
Wait, is he dead? And I point to Frar.
For now? But
For now, until I brace him
As I
too.
crawl a little bit back away from you guys on the bed to the forest corner.
and your body is sore. Like
are you
whatever
alright?
happened to you, it was bad.
What happened to me?
You
Why do I
died and
feel cold?
you died and we brought you back. You were our friend and fellow adventurer.
I did?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Jeddah, what's wrong?
I don't think he has his memory. Do you remember your family?
Sorry,
Oh no.
I didn't understand you. I didn't. You crackled a bit.
Do you remember your family?
Um, I don't remember anything.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll work on that. It's okay.
Wait, why am I blue and you're not?
Buddy.
Oh, you're a
Have
first.
I always had this hair?
Yeah,
Yes, you
it's pretty
have.
dope.
Oh my god.
Well, we'll leave you a bit first. Gather your thoughts, okay?
I'm
Bob?
thirsty.
Here, have
Something
some
to
of my
drink.
water skin. Yes, here.
Thank you.
So, Bob, what I'm gonna get you to do on your sheet there, I think on your sheet, I tried, I think I put it in there. If I didn't, I'm gonna get you to create like an other resource for it. I want you to put in your sheet sanity point. Sorry, a resource that says your sanity points, and currently you have 0.
Oh no. I didn't know this would do this.
Did something go wrong, Jeddah? Why can't Bob remember who he was?
I don't know.
Or maybe it's just a side effect of being, well, dead for a while.
Yeah. Well, I think we should bring back Frar, and then we can deal with this in a second.
Wait, who killed me?
A bunch of frogs.
Yeah, a bunch of frogs did.
And you guys saved me?
Yeah.
You, and you?
Not me.
Well,
I
we
was
just
there.
met.
Yeah, we just
I
met him,
have
but
no fucking idea what's going on.
I think I need to poop.
that's okay, Bob. I think there's an outhouse downstairs. You'll have to ask the nice lady at the bar. Okay? But take it easy.
I tried to stand up.
Roll a con save.
Poop your pants immediately.
9.
So you have 4 points of exhaustion at the moment.
Okay.
Ooh.
You die at 6.
I poofed back on the bed. Oh, my head is so light. Maybe I'll just wait a moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, just rest.
just vibe there. Reese, can you play some more of your music, please?
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you.
He'll keep.
I lay back with my eyes closed.
All right.
Well, it's time to resurrect Frar.
Fingers crossed, Jada. You can do this.
Yeah. Let's give it a go.
All right. She starts setting up the bed the exact same way she did with Bob, looking really carefully at this next copy of the exact same spell scroll and looking, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? And just really examining through everything to make sure, to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. And it takes some time, and so Bob is just kind of lulled back to sleep by the beautiful music of Reese, and the scroll goes onto Frar's chest once more. You reach out, hoping to hear the voice of the traveler, hoping to hear him around your ear or feel him around your ear again. You activate the spell. Roll for me a religion check.
Could I have cast enhance ability beforehand?
I would allow that for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
I'll do that then. So
Okay.
I'll do it with advantage.
My music could. I'll say my music gives you a bardic inspiration.
Nat
Fuck
20.
that! You don't even need a bardic inspiration. Shit.
That's funny.
There you
There you
go.
go. There you go.
I'm actually going to say, let's keep that Bart. What's interesting about this, I will let this play out because it's really great for narrative. The music, you're starting to get kind of really set into the type of music that Reese is performing for you.
Those vibes.
It's really clicking in. It's what the traveler would have enjoyed the most about this particular spell, is just a little bit of a different spin on it, a little bit of a different flavor. And you don't hear him, you don't feel him around the ear, but you feel that it was right. You feel something feels better about this. Frar. Last thing you remember, again, dichotomously, this memory of being bullied by the orcs and going basically ape on them when they killed the one person who you could feel you could love. Juxtaposed against cooking breakfasts with your mom and playing with your sister, and the first time that you saw your niece in this tree village. Something about those two images, just they continue to compete with each other. And again, they just suddenly zoom into your vision and take over your sight, and everything goes white and then dark, and then nothing suddenly becomes full with air and life. So you guys watch as Bob's body just fully tenses up, just air, oxygen back in, all of the black ichor from around the wounds pulls away.
Big Red, you're awake.
Frar!
Okay, so the way I wake up is a little bit more extreme.
Go
And
for
I
it.
just like jolt right up awake like that, sucking the breath. And then I look
you
around
basically
and I
push Jetta
push
out of the way.
everyone away. Yeah.
Ugh.
Whoa, whoa,
And
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I keep like coughing violently. My body's like failing me. I try to get up, but I fall onto one knee. And that's when I notice my hands. I look towards my hands like this, and I was like, Frar.
Do you know us, Big Red?
Jetta. Yes, I met you. I met you in a dungeon.
Jada, it worked. It worked. He remembers us.
Thank goodness.
We had a druid elf with us. and a dwarf.
Wait a second.
And
Wait,
Rook,
what?
I met you. That doesn't seem right. No,
You remember me, right? Rook?
I know you, yes.
Friar was never in the dungeon with us.
That is correct, Jedi. You do remember that.
I remember that too.
Bob was with
I
us
was there.
in the dungeon.
What's going on?
What? What's going on?
I think Bob and Friar switched.
No, I
What do you
am
mean?
Frar.
But their memories are. What the hell is going
And with
on?
that, we're going to call today's session.
Oh man.
Yes,
What is going on?
we're back. Somewhat,
Somewhat, sort of.
somewhat are back. I think we
Maybe?
shifted a little bit more from one took something, one lost something.
It'll be very interesting to see how this plays out because, yeah, a raised dead spell interacts with each person differently. I will say
Damn.
before we close this up, Frar, you need to make sure that you put yourself on a sanity point checker as well, and you got 0 at the moment, and you also have 4 points
Oh,
of exhaustion.
how
Okay, so it's
how do I
different
do
than
that?
the normal ruling of raise the dead.
I'm because of where the spell scroll came from, how Jeddah
Yep.
interacted with it did something slightly
Yeah.
different.
Okay. Okay, so it's this
Oh,
and not the
so
-4 penalty on all the attack rolls and stuff like that. We're
No,
not
I'm
doing
just
that.
doing something slightly different.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure not to incorporate that into my shit. Guys, thank you. Thank you for bringing me back to life. Bob's back. And
Yes,
I really have
thank
to
you
run
for
now. I have
bringing
an
me back to
appointment.
life.
So see you next week.
absolutely. And on that
Alright,
note, we're
bye
going to
guys.
say thank you all
Nice
again.
meeting you, Rise. See. Bye.
Nice.
And
Nice to
we
meet you all.
are so where we're going to finish this session off is again thanks to everybody in the chat for jumping in with us. Appreciate you so much. Also for our new player, Great Gatsby.
Hey, welcome to the
Huzzah!
team.
Welcome to the
Thank
party,
you.
which can become kind of
Welcome.
interesting from time to time, as you have now discovered. We are going to go and find somebody to raid, while I'm trying to also do, the regular announcements thing. And actually, there's a kind of a couple of really cool announcements that I should do. So Bob, who unfortunately just had to leave, real quick, he's nominated for a Dutch Streamer Award. So if you would like to vote for his stuff, you can actually go check out his stuff. I'll put it as a shout out in the chat. His Dutch Dungeons is his handle here on Twitch. You guys can now see that in the chat. You can also see this weekend, all week or all day on Saturday. One of my in real life friends goes by the Twitch handle One Goodfellow. He's doing a streaming fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network, which is really really cool. So it's a group of his friends who just get together, play random games, have little talk shows throughout the day, and you jump in and you throw some donations towards towards his charity. You can get in on that, so I'll put a shout out on that channel as well. That is One Good Fellow. Huzzah. And so he'll be streaming tomorrow, and I'll try to get him hosted onto the Windy J D&D channel as well. Next week, we're back with Witchlight in Wesmia, where we see how some negotiations turned out whether they turn out in the party's favor or not. And then we go back to our second session, and they're actually progressing pretty quickly through that. So the Elven Gate might be our second, or maybe our last session. I don't know. See, it kind of depends on how the players want to do it. And then last but not least, every week we come back here and we see what kind of shenaniganry these yahoos that are on the screen with me right now get themselves into. Lots and lots of things happening right now. So, woot. And thank you guys all for joining. If you enjoy what you see, of course, please follow, please subscribe with your Twitch Prime subscription. And actually, one of the Twitch has got this cool little promotion right now where if you subscribe to 2 different channels, then they're going to give you some free stuff through Xbox and such. So you can always check that out once you've gone and subscribe to either our channel or to Verod's channel, who's doing the Zelda game, or soon enough the Caffeinated Arcade channel, who is going to be doing their.
Hello.
There you go, right there. Nope, that way,
Hey,
that way.
Jetta.
That's where they are in the stream. Yeah, they're going to be doing Ala In, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, go ahead, support your favorite streamers, so that we can keep doing this and not break our banks. Appreciate you. And with that, we're going to call our quits for the stream today. Everybody give a great big shout out to each other and say thank you very much. And I say thank you and love you and all that stuff. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye bye.
All right, so my wonderful human beings, we are also raiding Phoenix Iwaki, so show in those nuts now. See you guys there.